Arsenal have just fallen apart, and I think it's fair to say they've just bottled it. They thought they won it at the end, but it hit Kai Havertz's hand. And then when you need a delivery in the 97th minute, Martin Odegaard fails to deliver. If you're a Liverpool fan tonight, you must be on cloud 9. You must be on cloud 9. Liverpool show grit, show determination, and win. Arsenal 2-0 up against an Aston Villa side. And again at the Emirates, against Aston Villa, fall apart. The uncomfortable situation is upon us. Do Arsenal have what it takes to win the league title? If Liverpool win their game in hand, they are 9 points clear. 9 points clear. We've got to get into it. Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you have that subscribe button. The road to 50k is well and truly on. And 88% of you that watch the content every single month are not subscribed. So please go down and hit that subscribe button. That for me right there is what you call, I'm happy to call that a bottle job because I think that's what it is. I tried to call things fair. I tried to be respectable. But how Arsenal have thrown that away is, yeah. And it's only one win in 5 games for Arsenal. Drawing against Brighton, losing to Newcastle, losing to Manchester United, drawing against Villa, and drawing against Spurs. If that does not tell you they need reinforcements, then I don't know what will. I genuinely don't know what will. They need major reinforcements up front. They need someone to come in who knows where the goal is. You know, Kai Havertz, he scored, Martinelli scored, but you know, Trossard was creative, but there is just there's no threat at the moment, is there? Like, teams aren't afraid of playing Arsenal right now. And yet, as much as Bukayo Saka has got an injury, I just think personally, that's just not a good enough excuse at the moment. Yes, they've got a big injury, but Manchester City had Kevin De Bruyne out and Phil Foden stepped up. Man City have got Rodri out at the moment. And players around them are trying to step up. Who's trying to step up right now for Arsenal? It's an uncomfortable situation at that football club right now. Make sure you go down, drop a like I said. Make sure you are subscribing. Let's get into the lineups. The front three of David Raya, Partey, Timber, Gabriel, Miles, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Rice, Marino, Martinelli, Havertz, Leandro Trossard. The main player I want to talk about today, and I just don't know if he does enough right now for Arsenal, is Martin Odegaard. You know, this guy is the captain of the football club, and your captain has got to want to die for every single thing, and I just don't think he does enough. I think Arsenal's best player was Leandro Trossard with the 2 assists. Thought Martinelli did well for the first goal. Marino did all right. Rice did all right. Lewis Skelly, okay. Gabriel, okay. Of course, no Saliba for this game. I thought Watkins did well. Thought Tielemans was very, very, very good. I just think Arsenal right now are in a bit of a rut. And I just don't know right now who drags them out of this rut. And you look at the Aston Villa team right now, and there's firepower up front. You've got Ollie Watkins, Duran, Rodgers. They're not as strong and as stable as that Arsenal back line, but I'm just looking around going, who's going to drag them out of the rut? And I don't know who is. And they had a really, really good 60 minutes against Aston Villa. You know, the first goal comes from Leandro Trossard. You see this all the time when teams play with 3 forwards. A left-footed cross into the box. Gabriel Martinelli side foot volleys it, and Martinez is flapping, can't get to it, and it's in the back of the net, goes over the line. And I thought at that point, right, Arsenal, they're in a really good position right now. They're 1-0 up. They go and double it. Really good finish or a good strike from Havertz. He just kind of spins and turns and volleys it, and Martinez is flapping again. And when they're 2-0 up, I was like, right, now Arsenal need to go for the jugular, need to go and get a third, need to go and get a fourth, but they just don't do it. There's no, like, you look at the Premier League right now, and if Liverpool score a few goals against Everton, 2 or 3, they would have scored, it is Everton, they would have scored 10 goals more than Arsenal. And in their last 5 Premier League games, Arsenal, in terms of, or last 5 games in all competitions, they've scored 1 against Brighton, 0 against Newcastle, 1 against Man United, 2 against Spurs, and 2 against Aston Villa. 6 goals in 5 games. It's just not what a team needs when they're battling for a league title. And you look at, Aston Villa in their last 5 games, 2 against Brighton, 2 against Leicester, 2 against West Ham, 2 against Arsenal, 1. So they've scored 1 extra. They've scored 3 more goals in their last 5 games than Arsenal. Take nothing away from Aston Villa today, because they really deserved to get something out of that game. Yuri Tillemans with a really, really good header. Marino, it's poor marking from him. It's a diving header into the bottom left-hand corner, and it's nothing more than they deserved. If we're being brutally honest, that they really deserved to get something out of this game. I thought they were brilliant that second half. I thought they did everything right. I thought the approach to the game, the substitutions from Unai Emery to bring on Digne, which then created, which may have, rescued a point. It's a great ball in. Tillemans scores, and then it's another great ball in from the other fullback, from Matty Cash, and Kai Havertz fails to win the header, and Thomas Partey is there. And I think, looking at this from an Arsenal perspective, I just don't know, unless they bring in 2 forwards or a forward and a midfielder this January window, I just don't think they've got enough firepower to win the league until Saka's back. And you can't rely on one player. Liverpool scored twice today, and Mohamed Salah was not involved in either of the goals. I don't know. I just think, looking at where they are right now in the league, if Liverpool win that game in hand, 9 points is a massive, massive lead after 22 games. I just don't know. I look at it right now and I look at them and just think there's just not enough there. There's just not enough firepower there. They need to bring forwards in. The second goal, fantastic finish from Ollie Watkins. Really, really good finish. And it was nothing more than he deserved. It was dangerous in the first half. You could kind of see him on the shoulder of Gabriel, on the shoulder of Timber. But overall, I think a draw is a fair result. And you look at the fixtures they've got coming up, with Wolves away, with Manchester City, with Girona and Zagreb, and then Newcastle. If Arsenal do not bring in a striker or a forward before the end of the season, I will be absolutely shocked. I will be speechless. If they don't bring in, a forward, then they don't deserve to win the league. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. I'm out.